Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the final day of Week 4 action here at Minor League Doubles. In case you guys haven't noticed, Jay is no longer on camera. Somebody named Kendo, fresh from church, ready to give us the sermon on the farmstead, as they say, for this lovely Rocket League cast. Kendo, how are you doing?
I tell you what, I'm doing absolutely wonderful today. Ready to score my voice into your ear goals. That's right, Knox. You gave it up. I'm stealing it.
Fair enough. Okay, score my voice into your ear goals, he says. But speaking of goals and scoring, but not ears, we have got Demolition and Rhinos for yet another Champ League game. I think all the players are in, and we can just go ahead and get started. So the players can go ahead and drop in. And in the meanwhile, Kendo, you had an interesting stat regarding the shooting percentage of two players.
Very interesting to note. We're going to have a matchup between Sunless Khan and Stovods. These are the two guys with the highest shot percentage in the league. Stovods, he only has one series in so far, but he had 12 goals on 19 shots for a 63%. Sunless Khan, 21 goals on 34 shots, 61.7%. So two guys looking very, very good here in the early season. We are underway. Sunless Khan right off the kickoff is going to clear, and an out-of-position Panda on the back end is going to see this first goal go to the Rhinos.
Yeah, that's a very easy read for Sunless. He notices two players on pretty much the same exact, 10th of the pitch. He has an open net. He'll take it any day of the week. Sunless keeping that shooting percentage stat high, and it's showing why he's one of the top shooters in the league.
Ball off the face-off is in the Demolition end. Here is Panda. He's going to clear it back to the Rhinos. Omario is there. Ball floating back towards the Rhinos and Sunless Khan. Thankfully there. Great pass out to Omario. Panda with the interference. Ball will fall now. Sunless Khan, 50 Stovods. Panda will punch it into the Rhinos' end. This is going to be towards the net, but Sunless Khan is there to deflect it away.
Panda and Stovad started this game off very aggressive. They would double commit a lot of times, not on the ball, but double commit on the attacking side of the pitch. And in the past couple of seconds, after seeing how that backfired, they've kept one person back, even behind the midfield line, while one person pressures, which is a fix to the problem, but it does lead to other problems of being too passive. So hopefully they don't stay like this. Because look, Panda's on the yellow side of the pitch. His teammate nowhere to be seen, and that means Omario has a free clear.
Speaking of clear, Sunless able to get it across, but this is going to go back into the Rhinos' end. Skying high is Stovods. This is going to be up and down. It's towards the box. Panda is able to get up and over and puts it on net. We're going to see a first goal and a response there from the Demolition.
Yeah, good adjustment from the Demolitions. They tried both extremes. In the opening 10 seconds, they tried double committing to the attacking third, and then they tried having one person always back. And this goal resulted because one person was waiting at the midfield. So instead of being too far in front of the midfield line or too far behind, he was straight up in the mid-circle, and that's how he got to the ball first off the rebound, getting them the equalizing goal.
Ball floating into the Rhinos' corner here. Omario will pick it up. Bring the ball out, and Stovods quickly pushing it back into the end. This is going to be centered in the box. Panda is up, but a nice touch by Sunless Khan will redirect it to the corner. Ball's being cleared into the Demolition zone where Panda will hit it out. Omario, great dunk on that. A 50. We'll see this ball remain in the Demolition zone. Panda pushing it out. Omario is there, but this ball is going to center with a little bit of a weak touch. Back into the corner now. Panda centering perfectly, and Stovods is there, picking up the goal.
Yeah, the reason Stovads is there and Sunless Khan isn't is because they both went for that yellow corner boost, and Stovads got it. So even though it takes them a longer route to actually turn around and get back towards the center or in front of the yellow net, he has more boost and he gets there quicker. So he forces Sunless Khan to challenge him on the boost, and if he wins that boost, he gets a free net. If he loses it, So what? He's got a bunch of boost on his own side as the equalizer ends up coming in from Super Mario. A similar situation here. He's got more boost, and he notices that one defender is playing back to the net. He takes advantage of it as Panda is busy fumbling around in the back of the green net.
Great pressure there by Omario, coming in quickly and getting the challenge over. We'll see the equalizer. We are deuces wild. And I'm just waiting 3 seconds, 2, 1. It is 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 on the clock. That was a stretch to get there. Omario now, he's going to see the ball. He's going to hit the ball and make the Demolition pay for an overcommit here.
Let's look at where the Demolition are. Stovads, after looking for a pass to his teammate, is super out of position, and his teammate not recognizing quickly enough that the pass isn't coming. Sometimes it's up to the player who's passing when, like, even before he touches the ball, to recognize that the pass won't be the best pass, or it won't even happen in the first place, and he should call out to his teammate to rotate back quickly because the pass ain't happening. That didn't happen this time. They're both committed to the wrong side of the pitch, could not get back in time, once again, due to the advantage and boost that Sunless Khan and Super Omario have been building throughout the entire Game 1 of the set of 5.
Ball right now falling in the middle. Panda misses, and Omario will also miss. We'll see Sunless Khan pick this up in the mid. Puts it up, although Stavads will get a perfect hit. He's got a second for a double, and he will equalize this game with 133.
In a simple case of overconfident. Super Omario so confident that Sunless Khan is going to be able to perfectly cherry pick him. He sits, I don't know, the attacking, like, he's in the box, basically, of the green side of the pitch because he's that confident. Sometimes you see confidence come out when players commit a bit past the midfield line, but this guy was so out there that if his teammate misses that pass, which he ended up doing so, they have an empty net, and that's exactly what happened. So confidence is great, but don't be overconfident in your teammates' abilities to perfectly pass the ball to you.
Ball drops for Stovads. He gets one nice touch and a demo, but ball will be off target. Panda will come pick it up. Great demo by Omario on the back end. We'll see the offensive touch put to rest. This is being cleared into the Demolition end. Panda picks it up. Sunless Khan, great 50. This will be center for Omario, who is able to power it through for a 3-4 lead.
Yeah, finally some kind of concise effort. No more gifts coming through. They had to work for this play. Stovads was in a decent defensive position. He just waited a bit too long before getting to the ball. That means either A, he didn't have the boost to get there, or B, he wasn't confident in his ability to read it before it actually got to the ground. And at that point, it's an easy enough goal for Super Omario to put in, and he did. He gets the lead 4-3, 43 seconds to go, and that could be the game-winning goal here in Game 1.
But with 38 seconds left, there is plenty of time on the clock for the Rhinos. Khan has picked up the ball. He has it in the Demolition, and this ball is going to be towards center, but Stovads will interfere. Great second touch by Stovads. Ball into the Rhinos' end. Khan now bringing the ball up. Nice getting around one person with the Demolition. Now Mario with another try. Just great clears by the Demolition at the end. We're going to see this ball maybe fall. Still up, and it will fall. The Rhinos will take Game 1, 4-3.
Yeah, great from the Rhinos. They did look a little overconfident in their teammates' ability. We saw, I think it was Demolition's second or third goal that ended up going in, which was due completely to the fact that I think Omario was like way out there and Sunless Khan lost the contest in the midfield. So if you fix those issues, you can win this game 4-1, 4-2 even, because you see Demolition putting on 6 shots, only actually securing 3 of those. That means that Rhinos can be okay with just playing off counterattacks. It's totally okay if your opponents are not actually scoring more than 50% of your goal. They're actually scoring just 50%. And if you can score 80% of your goals, you're set on playing the quality game as opposed to the quantity game. So good for them. And it also was like we're going to be switching over to the Clash colors so that it's not as, I don't know, hard to look at. It doesn't look like neon green and yellow clashing all the time. Funny enough, the colors are clashing and it just looks, it looks wacky.
Yes, Omario calling out for Rawlings, saying, "Don't punish me in the Fashion League." Speaking of Fashion League, hey, Rawlings, how you like me now? Anyway,
You are a handsome boy. I'm gonna say that much.
Yeah, we have the new Rhinos colors in. I love the fact that we can switch these in between matches.
Yes. Thank you,
But ladies and
Psionic.
gentlemen, yes, thank you, Psionics. Ladies and gentlemen, please do not forget, if you see a play that you like, this is, I believe, our last match-up series of the day.
There's one more.
I'll mention it now. Oh, there's one more?
Yes.
We added one more.
No, this is the second one.
I know. We only had 2 scheduled, to my knowledge.
We have 2 champ and 1 platinum, I believe. Unless I'm going crazy, but Jay can confirm in the chat. I'm pretty sure we have 3 games. And if we don't, I'm sorry. I will refund you the $0 you paid to listen to me today.
Absolutely. But if you see a play that you like, I was going to say, remind you, please clip it, tweet it, hashtag it, MLDPOTW, and we're going to see a first goal here for the Demolition.
Yeah, well done from them. Again, working for that play. That's Sunless Khan's mistake. He gets a bit greedy. Sometimes you make a mistake, and you're like, I can still touch the ball, and maybe touching it will be enough, but sometimes you have to not touch the ball. That's the right thing to do, and the Demolition find the opening goal.
Ball will center off the kickoff, and Omario will equalize. Quickly done. Great kickoff by Khan.
Yeah, great kickoff, and not so great of a touch there from Stovats. He tried to get up early. He was, maybe if he had 2 more boosts, he could have gotten enough to at least take it off target or off center enough, but in the end, all he got off was that, all he had to use was that 34 boost he got initially, and he lost it in the corner, which means we have an equalized game, and it's great to score off of kickoffs because you can pretty much just destroy any and all momentum that your opponents could have built, because Dovads and Panda worked for a solid 30 minutes to find that opening goal. Rhinos, it took them 10 seconds, less, 5 seconds to find the response.
Ball is in the Rhinos' end. Nice 50 by Sunless, as he will see this ball get cherry-picked by Panda, who's flying in. Now a counterattack opportunity for the Rhinos. Omario has the ball in the corner. Panda quickly coming across to interrupt. Ball is up. Khan can be patient with it, but Stovads quickly comes in, bringing the ball across into the Rhinos' end. Unable to get a second touch on it, so that'll be a lost chance there. Ball still in the Rhinos' end. Panda putting it up. Sunless Khan is there for a nice touch to the side. Omario able to make a big save on Stovad's second attempt. Rhinos trying to get this ball out of their end as the Demolition have them pinned. Stovads is up, gets the ball out a little bit, and Sunless will clear.
This game looking very similar to the opening game. Demolition are the team putting on more shots, but they're not able to secure any more goals on net. Sunless and Rhino, difficult situation now. They can't pull it out. That'll be goal number 2 for Demolition. A much needed goal too, because with the way they're going, it takes them 2 shots on net, good shots on net, to actually find a goal, which is decent if you can carry that stat forward. But looking at, game 1, we saw the Rhinos 80% shooting percentage. So if the Demo keep the 50%, they're going to go down if they let breakaway attempts. So it's they have 2 options: either try to sit back and wind down the clock, which is not the best option at this point in time, or extend the lead, which should be their number 1 priority. Extend the lead, get a 3-1, 4-1, build on it, and force Rhinos to go out of their comfort zone. Force them to not have to rely, or not even be able to rely on counterattacks to win the game.
Ball now in the center. Sunless Khan will pick it up. Great patience there as he tries to keep it on his hood. Stovads comes across. Omario trying to retain. Ball still in the Demolition corner where Stovads will take it. Sunless Khan crumbing across. It's a great touch. Gets a good second. Omario will try to put the shot on net. The whiff, though, might have forced a second whiff. And Sunless Khan was going to put that ball away.
It's a me, Super Mario. And Stovads gets destroyed by our lovely Italian plumber friend, who, by the way, fun fact, Nintendo like a couple months ago said that Mario is no longer a plumber. I don't remember where I read that, but I did read that somewhere. Just came to mind as I said, it's a me, Super Mario. So I dropped it in there. 2 minutes on the clock though, all tied up 2-2.
Ball off the face-off is in the Demolition's end. Here comes Panda. And Stovads, that shot's going to be on net, and there is no one there from the Rhinos to defend.
Great shot from Stovads, and this is great for the Demolition. Looking back to game 1, this is how they ended game 1, and now they've still got a minute and 52 seconds to continue their shots on net in game 2. Because in game 1 it was over. This is what it looked like at the 0-second mark for them. They were stuck. 3 goals is all they could pull off from 6 shots. But now they have a full 2 minutes to find even more shots on net, and once again force the Rhinos to have to create plays, not rely on reacting. Because Stovads and Panda, they look comfortable when they're on the orange side trying to capitalize on the mistakes from Rhinos.
Stovads is going to put this back into the Rhinos end, and off the wall, he's able to get a shot on net. That was a play and a half.
Yeah, great demo there from Panda. He recognizes that Super Mario and Sunless Khan close to each other enough that a demo will mean 80% of the pitch is now wide open, because that's how close they were together. And that 80% of the pitch, thankfully, included the red net, and they secured it for goal number 4. Looking very good for the Demolition, heading in to the remaining 1 minute and 18 seconds of game number 2.
Panda pushes the ball into the Rhinos end. Khan is there. Touch over one. Stovad's going to come in quick, and Omario, what a save, playing backwards. Omario pushing the ball back in the Demolition end with a minute left. The Rhinos are going to have to put the pressure on the Demolition. A big Demolition by Stovads in the corner as Omario will calm the ball down. 50-50. This is going to be centered for Khan.
I was just going to say, those demos are super important moving forward. With the 40 seconds to go, if they can get a demo or 2 more, they can secure the victory here.
Absolutely. Panda is going to push the ball up, and while that is correct, the Rhinos really need to get this ball out of their own end. They have been pinned in their end for a large majority, as Sunless Khan's going to pick up a misplay. Both Demolition out of position, and he's able to get that ball on net, cutting the lead.
Sunless still relying on counterattacks, which is great, but with 21 seconds to go, Demolition doesn't even have to play a perfect game. They just have to keep the ball in the orange zone and not make a huge mistake like that. So we've seen them make some mistakes, but never within 21-second intervals. It's usually a minute, 2 minutes, even 3 minutes between these big mistakes that are coming through from Demolition, because they're not perfect. So with 21 seconds to go, you can't rely on this. You have to push forward, and time's winding down.
Ball is up with 3 seconds left, and Stovads is going to push it back into the Rhinos' end. We are going to see the Demolition pull off a 4-3 victory in response to the 4-3 victory by the Rhinos. And really, despite the very last part of that game being strictly almost in the Rhinos' end, other than a quick runaway goal, we've had a pretty good series up to this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's great when you see 4-3 one way, then 4-3 the other way. But that just tells you it's a close series. And although the scoreboard, the final goals in the back of the net changed, the patterns remain the same. Demolition still pulling out more shots on net. The Rhinos trying to rely more on the counterattack, rely more on the quality of their shots, and Demolition just gave them less opportunities. They ended up putting on 5 shots this game as well, but those 5 shots were not onto empty nets like they were in the last game. They were onto nets with at least 1 defender there. And the few times there wasn't that last defender, they went in. But again, those times, those occurrences where there's nobody in the back of the net for the Rhinos, for the Demolition, decreased in game 2, which helped them out a lot to win this game.
Interesting to note, Sunless Khan, 100% shot accuracy through 2 games.
That's a great stat to have, but that means either he's only taking the shots when he 100% knows he can score it, and not actually taking shots maybe that have an 80% chance of scoring, or not taking shots that are just not even to go in the back of the net, but to bait out a defenseman. Because the only purpose of shots is not to score; it's also to act as a pass in a way. If you miss a shot, it becomes a pass, and that means Sunless Khan isn't having any of those because he's scoring every single one. And those are coming, very few. It's few and far between that you get a perfect opportunity. So props to Sunless for taking them, but he can't rely on them.
Absolutely. You ask anyone who has seen the Season 4 Ducks, and they know I was a master at shots that really were just really bad shots and turned out to be passes. Ball right now is in the Rhinos, and Omario is going to push it out of the corner. Stovads is there. A little bit of ping pong here to start off game 3. Sunless Khan clears. Khan able to get a nice touch out ahead, and this will go up the top bar as Stovads is able to interfere. Khan coming down with the ball now. Goes right onto the nose of Stovads, who has a one-on-one opportunity against Omario. Omario there just barely touches the ball up. Stovads in classic form demos him for his efforts, but that will leave Omario back to defend that lofter that Stovads put on.
I love that Demolition is continuing the pressure that they found in game number 2. They're continuing to force Rhinos to react, and that is working out so well for them. You saw even Stovads try to shake it up with the dribble play a couple seconds ago, and that's good. They're not relying on the same thing. They're not a one-trick pony of a team, and this is Omario's chance on net. He'll miss out. The rebound from Sunless Khan does go in, and this is the Rhinos once again with Sunless Khan keeping the 100% shooting percentage. A great stat to have. And at least this time, it was not a counterattack to an open net, but rather actually working for a goal. So this is a good change for Sunless Khan, and it still lets him keep that 100% shooting percentage.
Face-off will go into the Rhinos' end. And pushing it towards the net, Sunless Khan is there. Stovads is going to retreat back into his own end, keeping possession, but now give it up to Khan. Khan puts it around. This is going to be centered in the box. Traveling across. It'll get recentered for Stovads, who will clear it to the Rhino side. Sunless Khan now. Pushing the ball up. He has Omario up. Great pass. This will go one up. And Panda will clear it away.
Great pass there. That's a good passing pattern from Sunless Khan. Panda, though, on the counterattack, and that's the risk you face when you commit 2 members that far deep. I like that Sunless Khan, the pass was towards the net. It was somewhat of a shot, but in the end, it still worked out that he was able to connect with it. So that's a good change from Sunless Khan. But once again, if you're going to commit 2 members that deep, you have to know that you have the boost to come back in time. Because if you don't, and you miss the shot, you leave an empty net, and that's what happened. It's tied up 1-1 as we approach the halftime mark of game number 3.
Here's Omario. He's going to 50 that with Panda. It will go into the opposite Demolition corner. Stovads picks it up. Sunless Khan, great challenge. This is going to center for Omario. Omario puts it up, and that is off the top corner of the bar. Picks up possession, gets it by 1, but Panda is there to quickly push it into the Rhino side. Sunless Khan clears it back to the Demolition end where Stovads is. Pushing it up off the wall. Little bit of back and forth in neutral territory as Khan will pass it to Omario. It's a little bit of a touch there. Stovads able to clear away a touch that was heading towards net. This is up for Sunless Khan now, and Stovads forced to make a save off of a little bit of a mistouch by Panda.
Great adjustment from Rhinos. Now they're matching shots 1-for-1 with Demolition. They're no longer relying on counterattacks, and they're relying on creating opportunities. Look at that. Sunless Khan takes a shot that's not a 100% guaranteed shot. That's a 60% guaranteed shot, and it goes the 40% way because Stovads is there. Sunless Khan expanding, not focusing on that 100% stat, but rather on forcing defensemen out of position, keeping the ball in the green zone just by taking a couple of shots, just by forcing defensemen to react. That's what he's doing, and it's keeping the Rhinos in a competitive game number 3.
Ball is in the Demolition end. This is going to center for Omario, not able to get the touch. Stovads will clear it out into the Rhinos end. Panda will retain, and ball gets cleared towards the middle. Stovads puts it up. This is going to be up off the backboard. It falls straight down and feels bad, man. Sunless Khan falls right on his hood there.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough one to get. I don't know why he went so deep. He was trying to read the ball, and in the end, Sunless Khan he knows that that may have been the game decider. And now Sunless Khan, watch him try to break out, because after making a mistake like that, you become fixated on trying to make up for it, and that could either be good because Sunless Khan performs a miracle, or bad because he does something too aggressive.
We have 27 seconds left in this game. Tie series 1-1. The Rhinos need to put something on net if they do not want to go down by a game in this series. Omario challenging Stovads. This is going to be up. Khan able to put one towards the net. Omario went for the demo there. Missed opportunity for the Rhinos as they Demolition come back with a counterattack. Stovads puts a shot on net. We're going to see the Demolition win game 3.
You can't demo the Demolition is the lesson that Omario learned there, but I like that they were still fighting and they were still exploring their options, because we saw them go for a couple of bumps before. We saw them actually force Demolition to be out of position when they rotated back to net by getting demos. Both sides actually did this, so I like that the teams are expanding to a more physical style of play, and that should be an interesting Game 4 and Game 5 as the teams do actually start landing these demos, because it takes time to learn what patterns your opponents have when they rotate back and how they react to when you push them. Some players jump when a demo comes, and people have already started to jump up and catch the player pre-jumping the demo. Some players just try to strictly veer left or veer right, so the demo will actually try to read that veer from the opponent and get there before the opponent does. So you have to learn your opponent's patterns, and as we get deeper into this set, we're going to see both teams learn the demo avoidance patterns, and there's going to be more actual demos that occur.
Absolutely. I don't mind the idea of more demolitions, let me tell you. Especially when you have ones that are strategically placed, like what the Rhinos attempted there at the end of that game. The ball was centered. There was only one person in net. They had a chance at a 2v1 opportunity, and Omario full committed on trying to interfere with the man who was in net. Sadly, they weren't able to get the equalizer there, but I think if they get another opportunity to do something like that, it's a high percentage chance that they're going to get a large majority of the time. And it's been really nice to see some of the plays out of the Rhinos so far.
Yeah, they've definitely improved, and it goes to show how, although they won Game 1, lost the next 2 games, this Game 4 is going to be the most competitive overall, and what better way to keep it competitive than to open up with a long snipe from Omario. We saw the Demolition do this in the opening game of the series, where they would commit too hard to a ball, especially off of a kickoff, and it happens again here in game number 4.
So only 9 seconds in for that goal for the Rhinos. Let's see if they can keep this momentum as Sunless Khan has the ball in the corner. This will get pinched all the way into the Rhinos' end. Omario gets a nice first touch. Flying high for a second touch attempt as Stovads will counter. Khan will pick up the ball. Now both Rhinos are a little bit overcommitted. Omario there to keep that ball out of the net, but it was a dangerous situation, and a missed touch by Sunless Khan is going to see Panda come across and put the goal in.
Yeah, as great as Sunless Khan looks on the offensive side, sometimes in the defense he starts fumbling a bit. It seems like he loses some of his mechanical skill that he actually employs on the attacking half when he's stuck on the defensive half. Shout out as well, Gaming 1 for the 10 bits and Golden Shine for the 11, because he just had to one-up the 10 bits, which he successfully did.
I believe they called you Sizz, though. Do you have a problem with that?
No, I have not had. It's been like a year, dude. I'm over it.
You're over it. Okay. Now Sunless Khan, this is going to be put back towards the net, and Super Omario, great bump on Stovads. Sadly, the ball was in the corner there. They weren't able to get a shot on net.
Ooh.
And Stovads with a great counter makes them pay on the double commit.
You know, look at Demolition just repeating what they did in game number 2 and then in game number 3 to win. Outshoot their opponents, and it's working out nicely because they're finding the shots on net when the Rhinos aren't ready for them. They notice from what side of the pitch Rhinos is rotating in. because you can't rotate in from both sides, obviously. There's only boost on one side, so the defenseman gets the boost in a corner, and that means that's going to be the corner he's closest to defending. You just shoot in the opposite corner, and that's what they've been doing twice in a row now, and they're up 2-1.
Ball now is in the Demolition end, and we are going to see Super Mario. What a play by him here. His solo plays for days.
Yeah, Stovads and Panda puzzled. They have no idea what just happened to them. You saw him played off the backboard, and that forced Panda to make 2 unnecessary full 360 turns in the corner, and then Stovads try to help out Panda, try to make up for Panda's mistake, and in the end just added to the mistakes of Demolition in that 10-second sequence. That means we're equalized 2-2 in an important game number 4. Once again, if Demolition can win this game number 4, they will have won the series overall as Stovats throws one on net.
Sunless Khan, great touch over. He's going to have an open net opportunity the other way, and he's able to put that ball in. 3-2 now.
The Rhinos still keeping the advantage that they found before of when Stovads and Panda overcommit to a play, they do the same thing that is done to them. They notice what side of the net the defender is coming from and shoot towards the opposite one. And this time, they're keeping up that high percentage. We saw in game 1, the Rhinos 4 shots in out of 5. In this game, they're sitting at 3 shots in out of 4. Make that 4 out of 5.
I mean, they must like really hearing you talking, Jim. Because they did not give you a chance to stop there on your analysis.
No. I mean, I was going to say I don't blame them, but that makes I blame them for liking to listen to me talk. And if you're actually playing while listening to the cast, that is probably really trippy because everything is happening 10 seconds later in the cast than it is on the pitch, and that's probably really weird. So I don't know if they're doing it, but if they are, more power to them for pulling it off and even getting 5-2 now, and they're keeping that percentage high. 5 out of 6, the best shooting percentage we've seen so far in the series from either team.
Absolutely, and once again, great plays by the Rhinos as the passing plays just seem to go on and on for these two. Here we are, face-off, 3-goal advantage for the Rhinos, 2:30 left on the clock. Omario will pick up the ball. A double commit by the Demolition. Panda now back in the defensive end. This is going to be lofted up. Sunless Khan was up for that.
Counterattack.
Here comes the counterattack. This is going to be an easy open net for Panda.
Yeah, this looked discombobulated the whole way through. You saw Sunless Khan at the midfield line, not sure what to do, and then suddenly decided to jump. It looked very much like he was just going to rotate back around and decided to bail on the play, but he jumped and just went at 100%. Straight forward, and they both committed at the top wall. It's a very difficult angle to hit. That's like a highlight reel shot, and there's no point to go for the highlight reel shot when you need the victory. I mean, they were up by 3, but still, man, with 2 minutes to go, focus on winning and ending out the game. Sunless Khan towards near post will go wide.
3-5, a minute 50 left. The Demolition are not out of this yet. Stovads will pick the ball up, pushing it into the Rhinos' end, where Khan will take possession. Nice flick over. This is going to be centered, and Omario unable to get a touch on it. As both Demolition will not take possession of this ball. Sunless Khan able to get a flick up over! And he breaks the defense there for a 6-3 lead.
This is the kind of stuff you need the POTW for. Look at this. He uses the wall to bait out Panda, force Panda completely out of position, so he kills Panda. Up next is Stovads, and all he needs is one little flick that makes the biggest difference. 6-3 for the Rhinos now. After losing 2 games in a row, they've come back with an answer in game number 4. And let me tell you what that answer is. For the first time in the whole series, they are actually out-shooting Demolition 11-8.
That is a very, very fun fact. And seeing 6 goals on the board as the Demolition are going to score right here for their efforts. Oh my. And a missed touch right there. We see Stovads coming in, making the Rhinos pay.
A very, very open game in comparison. We have a total of 10 games so far. The only game that matches up are games or game 1 and 2 where we saw a total of 7 goals. But we still got a minute to go. That could be 1 or 2 goals depending on how loose the teams continue to play in the remaining minute.
Ball is up for Sunless. This is going to be towards the net, and Stovads is able to put it away to the side. Stovads now has possession of the ball, floats it up. Sunless Khan interferes. A second attempt, and Sunless Khan gets a great clear off to the side. Super Omario out of position here. Stovads puts this towards the net, and great pinpoint accuracy on that shot.
And once again, using the wall. We saw Panda do it, or I'm sorry, Super Omario do it there before against the demo, and now the demos are using it. Just play it off the wall. You cannot switch your momentum that quickly as a defender. If you're racing forward and the ball goes out towards your wing, you can't suddenly just like stop in the middle of the air and turn back. You've lost momentum. 30 seconds to go, 1 goal to make up for Demolition.
And the ball is in the danger zone right now as Sunless Khan, the 50, is able to put it to the side. No pressure here by the Rhinos, but they will take possession. Pushing it across. Omario is going to put this towards the net. Panda gets beat. And 7-5 with 16 seconds left. That might be the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, Stoveheads, he may have great accuracies. Shot 3 goals in out of 6, but look at Super Omario. 5 shots on net, 4 have gone in. That is an excellent stat, not to mention Sunless Khan, who after game number 2 and 3, we talked about Sunless focusing too much on 100% guaranteed shots. Look at the change. 8 shots on net, only 3 have gone in. That's less than 50%, but it's working. It's allowing Super Mario to follow up, to find rebounds. So Sunless kind of shifted off of the sharpshooter striker role and given it over to Super Mario. It's a good adjustment, and it's working as the Rhinos take us to a decisive game number 5 because the series is tied up 2-2, and I love the adjustment we've seen from the Rhinos.
I tell you what I love. One, we have an amazing series going on right now. You have both teams continually adjusting to each other. Thus, we have this amazing tied 2-2 series going into a decisive game 5, which is absolutely excellent. But can you believe the amount of game 5s that have been 2-2 over this last week, over this last couple weeks? The competition in Champions League and the competition in Plat League this season of ML Doubles has been absolutely fantastic, and I'm really looking forward to how this is going to play out and end.
Yeah, I mean, there's an old joke. What's gray but turns red? The answer is an embarrassed rhinoceros. So hopefully it's not the Rhinos that get embarrassed, but rather they embarrass the Demolition. It's a game 5, and they have to win it out here in game number 5. Demolition, no, they know if they can start pressuring early, if they can find first blood, try to carry forward with that momentum like they did in game 2 and 3, they can win it out as well.
Looking for pressure from both sides. Stovads gets it past one. Very nice, and Omario is there to interfere. Sunless Khan dropping down with the ball. Nice little touch, but Panda is there. Panda now with possession. Hitting the ball up. This is going to be in the box. Omario misses the touch. Stovads coming up and across. This is going to be dunked down. Kind of in a dangerous spot, but Panda unable to get around it. Great loft up. This is going to be past to Stovads. Omario comes across with a great save, but no. Panda is going to continue the pressure here. This ball is lofted up. Oh, what a shot and a save again by Omario in the corner.
Demolition, they're not done with the pressure though. Look at how long they're able to keep the ball in front of that red goal, and they know that it's only a matter of time before it actually ends up crossing that goal line. Because if they're forcing their opponent's Rhinos to make saves like that at the goal line, that pads up the stats for the Rhinos, but it's really only a matter of time before that ball goes in. You cannot have epic saves 100 times in a row. So the more shots they take on net, the better their chances are of actually putting one in and getting that first goal of game 5.
Pressure being applied once again by the Demolition as Stovads. Oh, a miss here. We'll see Panda pushing the ball to the side. Maintaining possession. He is up in the air. This is towards the net. Omario comes across quickly with a nice save. Ball falls to Stovads. This is back in the Rhinos' end once again, where Sunless Khan will clear. In the Demolition corner, Panda takes possession, gives it up to Omario, and Stovads will push it to the corner, opposite end. Now the ball careening towards the Demolition end. A missed touch is going to see a center fear for Khan, who misses the shot. Wow, that one hurt.
Yeah, that is a big mistake. That was their chance to at least get the opening goal of this game at the halftime mark. What a better time to do so than there, and they lose out. So if they get scored on next, all they can think about at that point is we could have been up 1-0. Now we're down 1-0. So let's see if they can hunt back that opening goal as Stovads misses out on a long-range opportunity.
The pressure is on once again. Omario misses the first touch, but we'll pick it up. Nice flick over. A little bit of an errant miss right there. This ball's going to get cleared back to the Rhinos' end. Stovads pushing the ball back into the Rhinos' corner. Omario is there. Sunless Khan, that was a huge stop there in the corner. That ball could have centered for the Demolition, and Khan falling down into another save. Omario's going to come back real quick the other way, gets a flick over Panda, and that will be the first goal of Game 5.
What a flick, 1-for-1. The Demolition have been working their butts off for the last 3.5 minutes. They've put on 5 shots, and all of that, nothing, because with one quick whiff, excellent breakaway, Super Omario has secured the lead in game number 5, an important game because this game decides who wins the series. 1 minute, 25 seconds to go. The Demolition have to find an answer, and they can't miss 5 more shots in a row anymore.
The pressure is on now for the Rhinos. This ball is centered, and Sunless Khan, the save by Stovads, another shot put on. 3 saves now by the Pandas in the danger zone. Sunless Khan still unrelenting. This ball is going towards the net, and it will be in. Rhinos 2-0.
Once again, capitalizing on quality, not hoping for the quantity. And again, what is this overcommit that comes through? There's still 1 minute and 3 seconds left. I get that you're down by 1, but why is that player positioned so far out to the wing, so far deep into the red zone? If his teammate misses the contest, which he did, it's an empty net, which it was, and it's a goal. 2-0 for the Rhinos.
I believe that's called YOLO, Chim.
True.
The Demolition using YOLO tactics. This is going to be a great center. But Stovads is there to take possession. 41 seconds. The Demolition need to put the pressure on now. Omario, great touch to the side. Stovads commits, and Sunless Khan now open net. Omario demoed by Panda on the back end.
Great demo, but 24 more seconds. They have to make up the 2 goals, or else it's over for the Demolition.
And a great pass by Khan. We'll see Omario put a 3rd on.
Yeah, that has got to be the final nail in the coffin. Everything has been set. The arrangements have been made. Demolition has sadly passed away in game number 5 because it is looking that grim. They have to score 3 goals. They've got 19 seconds, and just look at that. They put 5 shots on in the opening 2 minutes. Nothing, absolutely nothing to show for it. This has been an excellent game from the Rhinos to secure the victory. Game number 5.
This ball is going to fly towards the Rhinos, and not quite, as I thought that was going to be a shot on net. And with 1 second left, we see the Rhinos win Game 5, take the series in extremely close fashion, with the exception of the surge that we saw by them with just halfway through the game. It was extremely intriguing to watch how that game shifted from the Demolition, all the pressure in the world on the Rhinos, and then just a couple of misses by the Demolition. We saw the Rhinos put all the pressure right back on them again.
Yeah, I mean, well done from the Rhinos overall. Props to them for taking it, and props to the Demos as well. Hats off to them. Demolition kept it a very, very close series. They found 2 unanswered games in game 2 and 3. They looked really hot to take game 4. In the end, they lost it in a shootout, right? It was 7-5. We saw so many goals, 12 goals, the most goals we've seen in a single game so far tonight. And it was worth it because the Rhinos built off that 7-5 win. They found in game 4, took it to game 5 and won. And I mean, now the Rhinos can go back home, metaphorically, take out some balls and drink it because they deserve an award for that Game 5.
Absolutely. Of course, thank you again for our wonderful sponsors, Balls Guarana. I tell you what, personal experience says these things will wire you up for an MLD cast. Now, also, thank you to Arctic Coolers. I might be looking into an Arctic Cooler here pretty soon myself as the tax returns coming in. It's that season, Chim.
It is.
Is there anything on your wish list?
Is there anything on my wish list? I'm going to say an MLD shirt because if you check out the store, the MLD store, they have amazing looking shirts. So I don't know if it's like, if you're like, I'm cold right now, I could use a shirt. Check out the MLD store. The link should be below the stream, and there should be, I think, a chat command for it. Try ! Store. I'm gonna try it, and if it doesn't work, I'm wrong.
Shop. Okay. Inanimate J has you there, but if you're cold,
whatever
is an MLD hoodie. That being said, we are going to get out of here just for now. We will be right back with Platinum League action. We have the Knights against the Foxes, so please stay tuned.